Hello YouTube, this is Shawn Y, and I want to bring you a video that just this stuck out to me, and it really just hit me the other day on this date 2017. Seems that I'm hearing about it and seeing it a lot, and it's all based around one subject and one event happening in the year 2017, and that is the RFID chip. And I'm going to go back to start. I'm going to play this clip here from the news.
The year is 2017. You're rushed to a hospital, unconscious with no ID or medical history, but thanks to a microchip under your skin, it's all there. Science fiction 20 years ago, but a biometric reality today.
The technology is based on answering one simple question. Am I who I say I am?
Already fingerprint.
Alright, I'm going to stop it there. I'm trying to make this quick, but as you can see, it's being pushed as, you know, for one, it's going along with the whole terrorist, it's going to be, are you who you say you are, it's the whole fear-mongering about terrorism, but then it's also a convenience, all your medical information and all that's going to be stored on it, and it's just going to be convenience, and here's what really brought this to my attention. You've also seen this in here we got an article: new medical microchips to be implanted by 2017, delivering drugs, routine birth control through wireless communications. Through a wireless technology, they're literally, the doctor's going to be able to release this drug from this chip into your body. Now, who would in the right mind want this technology or want this in their body? Well, that's what I'm going to get to here in a minute. Here is what kind of really brought. I was playing this Dead Rising 3. Came to this boss guy that I was fighting. Happened to be in some museum. Anyway, long story short, it's like, in museums you can go up and hit like a button and it'll tell you about this person or something, event in history. Well, that's how the game was. I went up and hit this button, and it never occurred to me that if you can see this right here, the storyline is in 2017, the government began using Zombrex chips, a required chip that is placed inside infected people and administers Zombrex daily. Does that not just sound exactly like what we just read with the birth control and other medicines? The chip, however, also tracks them via GPS, which makes many refuse to have it administered. Folks, this is very much sounding like the mark of the beast, and that's exactly how the game brings it across, except for it seems that the chips are causing the zombie outbreak. I haven't finished the game, but that's what it seems like. Now what is the coincidence that this is 2017? All of these have to do with 2017. In the NDAA Act, it talks about by 2017. And then you go to 1987, I believe, The Running Man. And this really caught me too. And I meant to do this video when I saw this, except for then I came across it in Dead Rising. This seems like a really just indoctrinating your brain into accepting this that's coming. This isn't fear-mongering. This is just, this is all over. By 2017, the world economy has collapsed. Food, natural resources, and oil are in short supply. A police state divided into primary zones rule with an iron hand. On my phone, I took a screenshot of it keeps on going through one more deal where it talks about the media being controlled by the state, basically propaganda, basically you don't go out of line with what the state wants you to do, or there's consequences. So some of this we already see. We see the media is controlled, 100% propaganda, and that's exactly what this movie is about. The media feeding people propaganda, and so if you haven't seen that, go back and watch that, and what we know now, it would just open your eyes to like, holy cow, that's what's going on now. It's like the events with Sandy Hook and all these shootings, and it's non-stop propaganda. They're hoaxes, they're lies, and they're just telling you, this back in 1987, they're telling you this is what the media is doing, and that's the whole point of the media. But where I'm going with this is this really seems like it's pointing at the mark of the beast, really, in 2017. Now, let's go to the blood moons. If you're not familiar with this, I did a video on this. You can go, I maybe put a link to it. But this year, we've already had one. The next one here is 10/08/14, and these are all on Jewish holidays. 2 of these being on Passover. I think very significant. If you understand Passover and its biblical meanings, but this is very rare that you get blood moons on these holidays 2 years in a row. It's only happened, I believe, 7 times in the history since Christ. 7 being another significant number. And here we have them 14 in the year 14th and 15th. I think these 15s, as Passover 15, is very significant. I think it's a sign, and these blood moons have always had something to do with Israel and its history. If you go back and do some research on that, it's very interesting. But considering, now think about this, you see all this stuff about shipping, 2017, the economy that collapses. I believe the tribulation is very near after this. I believe in pre-trib rapture, and it kind of falls in line with, what if this is not too long after this, maybe a year, rapture happens. The body of Christ is taken out of the way. And then, what will that do? That will, think about the effect of the economy on everything. I think that's where alien propaganda is going to come and play, that they've been indoctrinating people with for the last 50-some years. It's one way they're going to explain it away, what happened to people. And everybody's going to fall under this system to where it's going to be a total economic collapse worldwide, and you're going to have to take this chip to buy or sell or eat. You're going to be forced into the system, and nobody's going to be there to really fight it, because, think about it. If we're there, Christians are there, we're going to know what this is. We know this. We know this is the mark of the beast. There's not going to be no restraint against it. There will be some. The Bible tells us that. There will be some non-believers that become believers, because this whole tribulation is supernatural. So that's another topic. I'm doing with my dad right now, actually, on the pre-trib. Is the pre-trib rapture biblical? It's a series we're doing, so you haven't subscribed, you're interested in that topic, check that out. We've done one video, about to do another one this week. So just kind of think about that. The timeline we're looking at, everything pointing at this 2017. You got these blood moons. I think the signs are everywhere. And we see the police state already rolling in. I'm in Indiana, and they just went and had this national news where Indiana just got those tanks. But So I'm going to keep this short, but I just kind of want people to do some studying in this, looking into it, because I really believe everything's just falling into line, into place, and they've been telling us, the propaganda's been there for years, and it's really just now got to the point the technology's there, and they're bringing it out. It's just crazy how it's all falling in line. Alright, thanks for watching. God bless. Let me know what you think.